Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the World Series and welcome back to more round 2. Today we've got another pretty decent matchup. I told you these round 2 games are looking real good. These matchups between Boyka and Fargo this time. We've got Fargo with a bad army, I would say Nuke, and in the top we've got Boyka also with not the greatest army, but I definitely would prefer the Super Weapon General versus Nuke. Obviously Vs with MDs inside of it are going to be wrecking Battle Masters and Gats all day long, so Fargo definitely on an uphill battle. It's going to be an imperfect supply straight away. I like to find these mistakes. Someone said in a previous video, nitpicking for mistakes is my trademark, and actually, thinking back, yeah, I probably agree. I do like to spot the mistakes, because then when someone comes on my channel or goes on a replay and says, "Oh, that was an amazing game," I like to look at how it could have ended if you hadn't made those simple mistakes and stuff like that. It's just the way I look at the game. We've got two war factories from Fargo. Actually, it does look like a perfect supply on that side and on that side actually, so I take it back. Moving a little bit, but actually it's going to be really fast collection. It's moving very little. Don't think it makes any difference actually at all. One thing I like about 0 Hour is that within literally the first couple of minutes, so like within like 1 minute 30 now we're going to see like the first units produced. We've already got Vs, we've already got missile defenders, we've got a troop crawler already on the field, whereas like in StarCraft, like the first, like, I don't know how long is it, like 4 or 5 minutes sometimes, or is it even 7 minutes? I don't know how long it is. It's just like macroing up and you don't see any action, but straight away here we're going to see some action. Already got multiple units on the field. V is going to chase, I say, just slow down that troop crawler really. One red guard is going to go in there for Fargo. In the meantime, Boyka's going down this right hand side with a V. I'd prefer Boyka just to sit back and defend rather than attack with a V, because he needs all his units to defend, and because he's paying attention to that right hand side, he is going to take a hit there. We'll see what hotkey he's using for that. So he's got it on hotkey. He's got it on
Unit
3.
lost.
So he's got that on 3 as well. So I think he's. I like to do this sometimes. He's got that on 4 now. Yeah, I like to do that sometimes and see. That's weird. Oh, now I can see. Yeah, he's got 2 missile defenders in there, losing the V, but he is doing some damage on this right hand side, and actually. It's actually looking pretty good for Boyka. I probably would have stayed in my base and probably just defended, but actually that 1V down the right side has actually caused big damage, killed the dozer, stopped the propaganda center. It's also killed 2 trucks, so actually this V has done pretty well. Poor old me, I'd be still sat in the base defending and bunkering. I like to be the AOD bunkery player. But it needs to be careful now, he needs to be paying attention here. He's going to lose another V. Oh, actually, Fargo letting him off. Ooh, power almost goes down, but 2 missile defenders go down. A little bit of map control for both players in the middle. This V has now been killed or cleared out. Plenty of units back on the field for Fargo. Got 4 units. We've got an EMP going up on this left hand side and on the right, and he's probably going to be making a the power upgrade. I forget what it's called, but it produces 300% extra power. It's basically like building another 3 in a line. So. Okay, so we've got ECMs now. 400 for Fargo. It's useful to see how many missile defenders are in there because it's going to make a big difference in this battle. Fargo's being chased away. One of them is going to sacrifice itself just to buy a little bit more time. Overlord's now out. And the Overlord ECM is going to chase this away. 1V going down for Boyka. He's going to evacuate some missile defenders and try and laser lock this. A little bit slow on the laser lock, though really poor. 2 EMPs are going to defend against the 2 Gats. Really well timed from Boyka. Missile defender is going to be left. Now going to go inside of that. This attack is being completely repaired. Boyka choosing to kill the oil while he's there. Totally agree with that, and that's something I definitely do. I'd also get a missile defender inside of there just to provide a bit of a scout and to take that bunker away from the enemy. Oil is now going to go down, but it's going to be, the army's going to be chased away. But behind this, Boyka's just going to make loads of EMP Patriots, and now Fargo is pretty stuck as to where he can attack through. The only place he can attack, actually no matter where he attacks, he's going to get EMP'd, because even if he goes through this area here, he's still going to get trapped. here between two AMPs, which is exactly what you don't want. So yeah, Boyka is well defended, and it's something I like about Super Weapon General. In the mid game, when you're like this, you're also building a power there, which stops any units going through. Don't actually like that because units are going to get trapped. Is he doing it to detect a Lois? I don't know. More aggressive V's down this right hand side, and this is looking like Fargo's weakness. Boyka doing exactly what he needs to and taking out the Gatling turret. Now going straight for the propaganda center, skipping the trucks. He's now got a choice. He can either go further deeper in the base, he can target the war factory, or he can target these trucks. I probably would kill the trucks and get out. Boyka choosing to go for the war factory, and is he going to be able to take it out? He is, but he's going to take damage on these Vs though. Yeah, but they are actually going to escape that. ECN not able to disable them. Oh, this is very bad for Fargo. EMPs are now up, and because he's built ECMs, actually just GG's right there. Realising he's not going to be able to break through, not causing enough damage. Don't really know what his downfall was there. Boyka has played that really well. That on that right hand side, Boyka caused some massive damage and distracted Fargo and caused way too much damage. Yeah, I thought Fargo actually played pretty well. Just really, he's got the weaker army, if you ask me. So just going to update the scoreboard. We've got 1-0 for Boyka. Well played, Boyka. Goes 1-0 up. So on to game 2 then. Fargo's already got a better army. He has got tank, and what is he against? He's on against China Vanilla, so actually pretty balanced matchups so far. I would say Fargo's got the advantage this time, but he didn't have the advantage in the first map. So he's looking pretty fair. I think these two players are very evenly matched in terms of like skill level and stuff, so these are for sure going to be some 50-50 games. I really don't know who's going to win this one. Supply going up on the right side and going to be going on the left. Fargo actually going for a aggressive war factory over here. That's really nice. What I would have done personally, because I always like to say what I would have done, I would have made 3 dozers. I would have gone, if you're going to do the aggressive war factory, you can do a supply here, and then an aggressive war factory here, and then you've still got your 2 supplies, and that extra dozer doesn't matter because you can still make a late second war factory back here. And if your war factory over here even dies, then you can just remake it here. But going 1 supply isn't the greatest. But let's see how Fargo handles this. Because Boyka's now on 2 versus the 1 supply, but Fargo's going to get in his face with a flamer nice and early, and probably going to be able to take out that supply. It just depends what unit is Boyka going to make first. Is he going to make a flamer 2, in which case he's probably going to see this? Is he going to waypoint scout there? Because of course he can't see that. He is probably not going to waypoint scout, and actually, do you see where he's waypoint scouted? Yeah, I don't think he's waypoint scouted the map. But he is making a Battlemaster first, and that's the perfect thing. I remember I said in a previous game, a Battlemaster is a thing to kill flamers. And actually that flamer is going to be chased away. Is it going to get around the back though, because that makes a big difference. I think it's going to be stopped. And that's really well done by Boyka. Fargo's now gone back to make the second supply, but it is very late, making his supply at like the 2-minute mark. On this right side we're going to see a flamer as well. This flamer is going to try and get towards the war factory. It is going to be sandwiched though between all these 3 units, and that's going to go down very fast. Boyka doing an extremely good job of defending this so far. Perfect supply placement there on the right hand side. Outpost of Boyka going to cause some damage, and really impressed with Boyka's level of play so far. He's doing really, really well. This war factory is now being completely closed down. Loads of Battlemasters, the most useless unit in the game, is suddenly becoming useful. Boyka playing really, really well. Outpost over here. It's probably the first mistake not using that straight away. It's a little bit slow. Clearing out this. Now getting his propaganda center, then he's going to be getting a barracks. But this is looking amazing for Boyka. I don't think he's lost very much so far. He's lost any units, I don't really know. And he's going to actually probably get this war factory as well. So this is looking very, very bad for Fargo. If I saw this flamer in my base now, I'd go absolutely crazy. He's going to take out the war factory and probably the dozer and probably the supply as well. Depends what unit comes out of there, and if there's no unit come out. So the supply is going to go down as well. This supply is taking some damage as well, and Fargo has been defeated. Amazing play from Boyka. I thought Boyka would have lost when that fast war factory went up on the left. But actually he played really, really well and predicted that it was going to be like a proxy war factory. So not much to say about the units. Loads destroyed for Boyka. Only 1 unit lost for Boyka. Loads of supplies collected. So I'm just going to update the score. Again, we're now on 2-0. for Boyka. Okay, so now we are on Gorge Drought. Fargo got another bad army in Nuke, but Boyka's got an even worse army. China Vanilla yet again, so Boyka drawing the short straw again, but he did pretty well with that last China Vanilla, so let's see what he can do with this one. Is he going to make a Helix? It's looking like he is. I think Fargo's Nuke against China is pretty good. Looks like a perfect supply placement. Is it going to be on the left as well? Looking like a perfect supply placement. Boyka not quite sure what to do with that. Is he going to make a dual helix? He's going to make a dual helix. So you'll do 2 airfields, 2 helix. One of them will have a bunker and one of them will have a Gatling cannon. But Fargo is doing the perfect counter to this in 2 war factories, but it just now depends on what units will Fargo produce first. If he makes 2 GATs first, that's probably an automatic loss for Boyka, unless he makes maybe 2 GATs and then behind that Battle Masters. But if he makes 2 Battle Masters first and then no GATs in the mix at all, then Boyka will probably win it. Fargo, is he waypoint scouting? Actually see.
China's tank division.
Waypoint scouted that, and on the he's just sent his units forward. I'm not sure if he'd waypoint scouted before, because what I would have done is waypoint scout that, and then you can see if you can place a beacon there. If you can place a waypoint there, then you know there's nothing there, and then you know he's going dual helix. I'm guessing Fargo hasn't done that because his first 2 units are not a gap, but he is making 2 GATs behind it. So Battlemaster is going to go down, but this is going to reveal the helixes, and there are 3 GATs on the field already. Battlemaster going down. Fargo not chasing the helixes with the Gatling. 1 Gatling is going to go over here to the left hand side to see the dozer. Fargo's still building an outpost. Helix down. I think that was the bunker helix as well. Oh no, it's not the bunker helix. Bunker helix is going to survive, and it's just going to fly straight in over here. If it evacuates there though, these trucks could run it over. Fargo not paying attention, it is going to evacuate. This is looking like a... Oh, there's only 4 tank hunters in there as well. What a big mistake from Boyka. Is Boyka really feeling the pressure that much? His trucks are just going to come in and run him over, and then the GAT's going to come in and clear it up. No TNT from Boyka. And doesn't even kill the truck. I think Boyka is feeling the pressure in this matchup. Rather than playing nice and solid like he was doing in the previous games, Boyka now making a forward war factory. Helix is going to escape. Boyka's lost this. There's no way he can win because he's just completely out of cash now. Going to sell both of them. But I really can't see how Boyka is going to win it. He hasn't caused even remotely enough damage, but I really think he's feeling the pressure. I don't think he thought he could win this matchup just by playing normally. He's now coming in with a flamer. Flamer is going to take plenty of damage and probably go down, and probably Boyka's going to GG any minute now. Boyka is a player that likes to actually hold on until the last minute, but actually he GG's there. He realises that's a good victorious game and well played by Fargo, so he's going to bring it back to 2-1. Boyka having a bit of an unlucky army there, but I think if he's just done 2 supplies, 2 war factories, spammed outposts, and then later transitioned into helixes. Helixes are really strong on that map, so there's no reason why he couldn't have won it. But yeah, I think he felt the pressure a little bit. Only building 4 tank units in the helix was a bit of a bad idea as well, because you want to get 5 so you get the horde bonus, and obviously 5 is stronger than 4. So supply selected for Fargo, plenty more units destroyed. It's a very quick game again. Logic are observing again, so well played by Fargo. Okay, so we've got some more China Vanilla in game number 4. China Vanilla this time going to Fargo. And China again for Boyka, another China mirror, so really putting Boyka's China skills to the test. I think one of Boyka's strongest armies probably is GLA. His GLA is really good. Especially like transitioning from like the mid game, getting his palace nice and quick, getting black markets up and stuff. But I think he even said it to me, China, or I don't know if it's all of his Chinas or not, but I think China is one of his weakest factions. But it's the World Series, you're playing random versus random, you've got to be prepared, and you've got to be good with every single army in the game. You can't just specialise in like GLA or USA, you've got to be good with your China as well. But at least we've got a mirror though, so it's nice and even this time, unlike the last one. 2 war factories and 2 supplies from Fargo. 2 war factories from Boyka with a late supply up here. I think Boyka is probably, was he anticipating a war factory here? Is he going to do a flamer first? But economically now Fargo is going to be ahead because he's had 2 supplies. He's already on 2 supplies. This supply placement is not perfect, but it is hard to get it perfect there. But Boyka is going to be a little bit economically behind because of the later second supply. So first units are out now. We've got an outpost from Fargo and then another outpost from Fargo. They are good units to make because not only are they pretty quick, they also provide a massive scout because they've got a massive range. They can go invisible. They've got pretty weak armor. They're good for killing flamers because you can just outmaneuver them, but it does require quite a bit of micro, whereas the flamer can just walk around. You can get inside of the bunkers and stuff, so they are a good one. Boyka opts in for the flamer instead. Outpost is just going to walk straight through the center. Boyka once again choosing to make battle masters. I probably wouldn't make battle masters in this matchup, hardly ever actually. Boyka actually successfully defending that. Flamer over here, choosing not to kill the oil. This flamer over here has been denied, but that outpost has taken quite a bit of damage. If I was Fargo, I'd be moving that back and defending. Sorry, repairing it, I mean. Outpost from both players going down here. Only 1 remaining from Fargo. Fargo now going to come in and clear that up with a flamer, but this sneaky flamer from Boyka is going to get in. It's not hugging the right complete side of the map, so that Gat is probably going to detect it, cause some damage, and Fargo's going to be notified that that's there now. Or if it was sneaking in the back when Fargo's more distracted, then that could have gotten and caused some serious damage. It's going to cause a bit of damage. It's going to take a bit of HP off the Battlemaster and kill the Gat, but not loads. Fargo now looking like he wants to expand to a 3rd supply. And Boyka just a little bit slower. He was a little bit slower with his 2nd supply because he did a faster war factory, and he's also a little bit slower with his 3rd supply, but oh, this is so good from Fargo. A flamer has literally walked all the way across the map.
Everything ready here.
I'm just going to get inside of Boyka's base, but saying that, Boyka's got a nice little attack going on here, so he's probably going to deny that, but I would prefer to be in this position. That flame is just going to wreck everything. That's so good from Fargo. Flamer trying to creep forward here, but it's going to get taken out by the Battlemaster, and Boyka's base is getting completely wrecked. Oh, this Flamer, it's already vet 2 from killing them 2 trucks on the supply. War Factory's taking quite a bit of damage as well, got quite a big engagement here. Boyka now should realise that in his base, and the dozer's probably also going to go down as well. The War Factory is extremely low already. Over here we've got a bit of engagement. Boyka's both dozers gone down. Both dozers. TNT placed on both of those units. Boyka's base has completely been cleared out now, and that gap will probably go down as well, if you ask me. Boyka realising that it's GG. It's 1 flamer, costs $800. Sneak it around the side of the map, level someone's base, GG, game over. So well played. I'm just going to update the scoreboard once again. So we have 2-2 now equalised. Well played. Units destroyed, both completely even. Fargo a little bit more, probably because you get a faster 3rd supply and faster 2nd supply, but it was that flamer, that single $800 unit that won the game. Okay, so welcome to a Canyon of the Dead, and we've got Fargo in the bottom left with Tank in the sign colour. Oh my god, Boyka's got China Vanilla again. How is that even possible to get China Vanilla? Is that 4 times in a row for Boyka now? Or 3 times in a row? No, 4. Is it 4? I've lost count how many times he's had China, but he's had China a hell of a lot of times. I'm going to have to check this video back later and just count how many times he had China. I'm trying to think now, what did he have? He just had China then, he had China on Lagoon. I'm totally lost. I've casted so many games, I'm completely lost. Fargo with the tank though, he's got the stronger army again. He could have tried for a 3 dozer build and sent 1 dozer over here to build a war factory, but he's opting just for a safer build this time, just 2 supplies, 2 war factories, very standard. Boyka is doing exactly the same. Not much to say. No units on the field, a little bit slow. Identical build order from both players. Boyka's probably going to be opting for more outposts. As I say that, 2 outposts pop out. And Fargo's probably going to be opting for... Well, actually, probably going to do the same. Outpost GATs. His GATs are cheaper, his outposts are more expensive. So outpost via outpost is always a weird battle because you know both outposts are going to go down and it's just going to end up with 2 infantry fighting against each other. Boyka's slow to evacuate his units. They don't appear with any health detriment though, but Boyka is going to clear this up though with the GAT. We've got a Helix, sorry not a Helix, what am I about Helix? We've got an outpost going in there, it's going to kill 1 or both of the dozers. Outpost sneaking in here, Fargo realising it but a little bit too late, it's going to cause some damage. Both dozers have been moved out of the way now. And Fargo actually just going right in the base. Boyka got outposts in both sides of the base, but I think both are going to be denied. He has killed 1 truck, which is pretty nice. Battlemaster versus GAT. The Battlemaster's going to win that every day of the week. Boyka is loving these Battlemasters, and actually it's working out pretty decent for him. I would just stick with the GATs and outposts because apart from defending, Battlemasters aren't that much useful. Like 1 Battlemaster to 1 outpost, the Battlemaster would just go down so easy. So a Battlemaster, an outpost to kill the tanks and a GAT to kill the infantry. That's what you kind of want, well I kind of aim for anyway. So Fargo looking like he's opting for a faster 3rd supply, just like he did in the last game. Probably something Boyka wants to work on. Boyka actually going for a propaganda center. In a, what would I do? I'm trying to think. Probably propaganda center isn't such a bad idea because you're going to be able to get the Lotus out and be able to get these oils. So oils on this map. We've got an oils and artillery platform. I like this, making a barracks over here and defending it with a bunker, hopefully. Battlemaster is going to be useful once again for killing that flamer. But both players expand into their 3rd supply, which is very nice. It's going to turn into a nice game, I think. But this Battlemaster is going to chase that. Is it going to vet up? No, it's not going to vet up, but it's going to die to this one. Daddy Battlemaster is coming to reclaim his throne. That one will self heal. Reasonable army from Fargo in the center. A bit of bunker by this supply. 2 tank gunners in there. Later propaganda center. Both players playing extremely similar, just the only difference is so far the propaganda center is a bit earlier for Boyka, which means he's going to get a Lotus out quicker, and it also means he's going to be able to capture the oils and the artillery platform quicker. Oh, he's going to be able to build the nuke cannon as well, which is decent. Boyka not evacuating that. Whenever you're going to lose a building like that, I like to evacuate it, TNT it, and run away. Because you have a chance, a small chance that the TNTs might inflict splash damage. Ooh, huge hit from the nuke cannon, taken by Fargo's army. Luckily, some of the Battlemasters are going to survive, but there are 3 of them on very low HP. Just turning into a pretty decent game. Fargo keeping up the pressure on this right hand side, but this right side is now fully bunkered by Boyka. Just depends how many tank hunters he's got in that. He has only got 2. Boyka's going to need like 5 in there, probably even more than 5 if he's going to defend against 2 tank flamers. That guy is going to sneak in, but that's not the important part. The important part is here. So the flamers are going to get in. They're going to breach the bunker. The dozer's going down. Tank hunters have gone down, and that flamer is now going to be able to inflict some damage. Boyka's now got some decent ECMs. I don't think I've seen a Lotus yet. Fargo actually making a Lotus first, despite Boyka having a propaganda center first. That's a bit weird. But Boyka actually I'd skip that and just make the Lotus, because the Lotus is gonna even got a barracks. He's got a barracks over here. Because the Lotus is out now. It's really late Lotus, which means now Fargo's gonna be economically ahead. He's gonna get 1,000 bonus from this. He's gonna get the artillery platform. Boyka is gonna get the others, but a little bit later. He's economically behind now because Fargo is fully collecting 3 supplies. That one's about to be mined out, but he's also got the oil, got the artillery platform. So Fargo is definitely ahead so far. This is quite an important game because it's who's going to take the lead now. Is Boyka going to be able to maintain his lead that he had for most of these games? Ooh, new cannon doing a big hit there. Also killing his outpost. I think the outpost was screwed anyway. ECM now going down. I think the nuke is going to fire again. But the Battlemaster actually going through. He's actually going to target the... Oh, is he going to... I thought he was going to target the... He is going to target the nuke cannon. Weirdly, Fargo is going for the Red Guard and the capture, even though he has a Lotus on the field that's sitting idle. That's a bit strange because the capture upgrade costs 1,000, but a Lotus you don't need the capture upgrade. Boyka is on the on-1 dozer, so we've got to be extremely careful with it. We've got a slow army out for Boyka because you make Overlords for China Vanilla and they're really slow, and especially with the nuke cannon, it's a very, very slow army. But the advantage is that tank doesn't have any artillery or any long-range units, whereas China does. The only other bad thing about the new cannon is it requires the general's point, so sometimes I actually like to make inferno cannons. You can get 3 inferno cannons for 3,300 I think, or about 3,000, something like that. Can't remember off the top of my head how much they are, but then they can, even 2 of them with the speaker upgrade can create a firestorm, and they are more mobile, a lot more mobile than the new cannon, but the new cannon does inflict a bigger one-shot damage output. Big line of army coming through for Fargo through the center. We've got a new cannon there defensively for Boyka. Boyka's still not on this 3rd supply though, and Fargo now has both oils and both artillery platforms. Fargo's now also expecting that there's going to be a Lotus in the base. Boyka causing some nice damage here, but this is ooh, big hit from the new cannon there. New cannon is going to go down now. That carpet has been misused because this is the biggest threat. Artillery's going in as well. Oh, it would be nice to see where that's hit. Boyka obviously thinks he can hold against this, or he just a complete oversight. In my opinion, he can't hold against this. He's going to lose the command center now. I don't know where the artillery hit. He's taking out all of Fargo's money, but Fargo's got all the oils. Yeah, that carpet should have been used to defend this, because Boyka's probably going to lose the game now based on this. Is that, has Boyka even got a dozer? Boyka's selling his command center. Dozer's back over here. He's got a big ECM battle. ECM's everywhere. I'm confused who's disabling what. Got a supply truck being disabled there from Fargo. But Fargo's got a nice army back here. He's also got a Helix on the field. Got a Lotus in the base of Fargo, so he's capturing a war factory. It's turning out to be a pretty nice game. Fargo not actually on that much cash. Neither is Boyka, is only on 1,800. Looks like probably Boyka will clear this up, but it's cost him a lot though because he's lost the command center. There was a unit there that's been destroyed as well. That supply is very far away. Boyka's doing well to hold on. Remember, he has the weaker army. He could sell that and use them 2 trucks to go and collect over here. Power going up for Boyka. I think he's got no power at all actually. New cannon on Vet 2 is quite a rare sight. Got mines going down. Bit of a weird place to put the mines. We've got a tank drop. It's going to be harassing the supply line for Boyka. That is annoying. Got a Lotus in the base, going to be disabling a Gatling, but that is very risky, taking quite a lot of damage from both the Helix and the Lotus. Still got a Lotus in Fargo's base as well. Fargo not going to scale that out with an outpost just yet. Got Flamer taking out supply once again. This is really annoying for Boyka. If he'd just earlier put some more tank hunters in that far right one, could have secured that whole area and not lost any supplies. 3 of the Boyka's trucks have been killed now. Boyka's only collecting with 1 truck, and that 1 truck is an empty supply, so this is looking very bad now for Boyka. Boyka's in a real tight spot. He does have the Lotus still in the enemy's base. He wants to be careful he doesn't get detected because there's a MiG flying right over. Fargo doing a really good thing, a really good tip if you want to stop a Lotus. Just get 1 MiG. Even if you tank, just build 1 MiG, costs 1600. But if it stops your base being captured, then it's really good. So yeah, I recommend that. This Battlemaster is going to be chased away, but it's going to die now. So got a decent-ish army from Boyka. Got plenty of ECMs out. Helix is going down to a very full bunker. And another full bunker, actually. So yeah, Boyka's army is looking a little bit stronger just because he's got more ECMs. Got quite a big engagement here, Overlords and ECMs once again. Oh, that tower is going to go down, and usually whatever that tower lands on, it completely kills. So this game has turned out to be pretty good, but I think Boyka is slowly being choked out of the game. Flamer going to be denied. Some strong tank hunters there taking it out. This guy actually working out for a nice defense. Also blocking a Lotus getting in, so it's working out pretty decent. Now the game has slowed right down. Fargo's on 3.9k. Still collecting supplies over here. Main base is completely dried out. Does have both oils though, so just based on that, I'm going to say that Fargo is probably going to win. Boyka has not attempted to kill the oils at any point, even using the support powers to kill the... even using an artillery and a carpet to kill 1 oil is still worth it. Because the oils make such a big difference, like economically. Artillery is going to land there. But yeah, I'd really like him to see him kill the oils, sneaky flamers on the oils or anything. But he really needs to stop them. They're making him lose the game. If he killed both of them or captured them for himself, it could have been the difference between him winning or losing the game. Loads of flamers here now. He's going to probably clear out that, but Fargo actually not paying attention. That tank hunter is going to run away. There are 4 tank hunters in there, now going to be 5. But there is an ECM that might go down. Carpet has been placed now from Boyka. Boyka once again losing the supply. He's going to carpet his own stuff. Probably going to kill his... he's going to destroy the whole army but kill the supply as well. Battlemaster is going to survive. Still got the mines there. Hardly used from Fargo. Tank Hunter probably will win the battle eventually against that Battlemaster. We've got a tank drop from Fargo now. Double shot from the nuke cannon. The way to make that double shoot, by the way, is to move the Overlord out of range and then in range and keep moving it out and in. It's a little bug. I'm not sure if it's even allowed. I think it's actually classed as cheating, so don't tell anyone I told you that, but it flies a double shot. I think if it does it by accident, it's not classed as cheating, but if you keep continuously force doing it, then might be classed as abusing stuff. So, but to be honest, to pull it off is actually pretty hard. Because it requires you micro in the Overlord, and it requires the enemy just to be completely static, not doing anything. So Boyka doing a really good job at holding on. Fargo, I don't know if he's feeling a bit paranoid or not, but building another bunker. I'd like to see Fargo defend his oils a little bit better, even building a bunker there and putting some RPGs inside of it, tank hunters rather. because the oils are a very important part of why Fargo is winning this game so far. Boyka looking like he's not going to be able to hold on. But if Boyka even realizes that Fargo still has the oils. Fargo now even being cheeky, coming in to steal Boyka's supply. Is that going to be an EMP? Yeah, an EMP, a perfect EMP. Now these units are going to be able to come in, but there is only a GAT, ECM, and an outpost. And it looks like the outpost is empty, so this is not very good from Boyka. He's probably going to be lucky if he even kills one Battlemaster, never mind the rest of it. Fargo choosing to go in and target the command center. Of course, both the GATs are over here. We've got another GAT over here, so the command center is probably going to be saved. Now Fargo's got a choice: does he run away or is he trying to engage this? He's going to keep engaging. Probably going to. Is he going to kill the command center? Or does he want to fight this GAT? I probably would fight the GAT because it's out of range of the ECM. Massive waste. Fargo not paying attention. Fargo's probably paying attention over here instead. Is he going to kill the tank hunter? He's going to kill the tank hunter. Just nice big army once again from Fargo. Of course, Fargo's able to keep this up just because those two oils keep pumping in money. Every minute that goes by, he's getting an extra 2k from them oils. So, of course, he's able to keep this up. Now establishing a third supply. Mines next to mines. We've got a cash hack from Boyka from the General's powers. Not sure how Boyka plans to win when the enemies had both oils for most of the game. Big engagement here, but it's kind of ECMs and GATs, which are very weak units. ECMs are only able to disable stuff, but Fargo's actually got the firepower in his units, being the Battlemasters. He's also secured Boyka's third supply, so Boyka's slowly but surely losing this game. These few units that he's got are not able to make enough difference. I'd probably also sell the command center, not the command center, I'd probably sell the propaganda center. If I saw this, I'd know I'm really up against it. I probably would GG here. He's not going to win even this one engagement here, never mind with these and with the mines and the support powers of Fargo. Looks like the cannons force fire in the ground. But this Overlord is probably going to go down now. It is an elite, heroic Overlord now. It's bet 3. ECM doing a good job of keeping moving around, which just means it's not taking so much damage from that tank hunter inside of there, but I think it is still going to go down. It is definitely still going to go. Oh, it's very, very close, just escaping. These two Battlemasters, depends if they fire or not, but there's more Battlemasters up here. Helix is going to fly in and just kill it, just destroy it. Completely gone. What a shame there to lose such a decent unit. But yeah, there's no way Boyka can win this now. It's just a matter of time before he gets destroyed. Finally going for the oil, but at 20 minutes killing the oil is not good enough. You need to kill that much sooner. Propaganda center. Boyka's base has just been completely wrecked. I think Boyka knows he's lost now, but he's literally holding on to the very bitter end, which is something Boyka always does. He's finally now going for the oils, but it's way too late. At 20-21 minutes, it's way too late to be killing the oils because Fargo's already enjoyed a good 10-15 minutes of having the oils, which is absolutely crazy. You'll see the money difference at the end of it. EMP is not ready for Boyka. It's literally just a matter of time before Boyka GG's. His last few units is going down, and well played by Fargo. That's probably the best game we've seen so far. Really, really well played. I'm just going to update the scoreboard. We have 3-2 for Fargo. Fargo coming from 2-0 down, bringing it to 3-2. Really well done. Units destroyed almost identical, but you can see the cash difference there. I reckon about 30k of that probably is the oils alone. So yeah, Boyka definitely should work on capturing or killing the oils. Okay, so on to game 6. We've got Forgotten Air Battle this time. I do remember the name of it this time. So the original name is Forgotten Forest, but then the latest name is Forgotten Air Battle. In the bottom left we've got USA Air Force for Fargo, and then top right we've got Boyka with Stealth. I think they've chosen this matchup, it looks like. Or maybe they did random. and then the game didn't connect, and that's why they've chosen it. Sometimes that does happen. But pretty balanced matchup, but I think Fargo once again has got the stronger army, and Fargo only needs one more game to win. So let's see if he can close this out here and now and knock Boyka out of round 1. He's going for a keep command center Comanche build order, which is pretty nice. So Boyka establishing a supply, a little bit late to get that worker collecting, but only very slight. Fargo collecting supplies from this top area. Boyka establishing some nice map control at the top here. Also going for this oil as well. Boyka actually looks like a weird build order from Boyka. Why was that war factory fake? I don't think it needed to be fake. Especially since he was skipping a tunnel here until just now. Unlucky for Fargo, those are going to walk straight into the tunnel and take quite a bit of damage. But Fargo does scout it though, and now knows there is a tunnel there. Fargo is now going to have to defend this area, and doing Comanches, which is exactly what he's done. He's going to have to stop this really soon, but the RPGs are going to get in there, and now Boyka only has to put a quad here and can completely harass the supply. That supply is not going to be able to collect for probably most of this game now, until Fargo clears it out. Fargo has done stealth Comanches. He's upgraded to stealth now. Let's see if he's got countermeasures.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving to new AO.
Don't really like that from Fargo. He's taking quite a bit of damage on that Chinook, but he does take out a quad though, which is exactly what he wanted to achieve. So he is managing to secure this so far.
Gunship reporting in.
So actually, maybe that wasn't so bad. One Chinook is pretty low though.
Blades in motion.
Another Chinook going low. Fargo a little bit slow in moving that out of the way. Both Chinooks are going to go and repair, so it's not too bad actually. We can make in a defensive stinger in both parts of his base. Comanches now going to need to go over here and kill these quads. Boyka doing a pretty decent attack actually. He's managing to kill probably all of these Comanches, sorry, all of the Chinooks. One Chinook just escaping, skin of his teeth, and losing quite a bit of quads though. 2 Comanches going down, so actually quite a decent-ish trade. But Boyka knows as soon as so many Comanches get out, it's going to be probably Fargo's game. So he needs to really keep on the pressure. He needs to kill them Comanches before they can just dominate the entire map. So we've got 5 Comanches out now for Fargo. Is he going to do like a fire base there? He's in a bit of a tight situation. Does he go and attack? Does he keep defending? Does he try and clear that out? Once Boyka has secured that part of the map, it's very hard to deal with. Boyka actually choosing to now go and harass and actually doing a really good job. These Comanches are going to have a hard time doing any damage though, because there is a lot of stingers in the base of Fargo. If I was Boyka, I would have stayed then and engaged. So if I was Fargo, I would have stayed then and engaged, because he knows the quads are out of place. Fargo choosing to go back, and I think this is a bad idea, because if Boyka just goes back now, there's nothing them Comanches can do because there's RPGs inside of here. The quads could just split up. He could reinforce it as well. He has got a radar van, so very well played by Boyka, losing loads of Comanches. This was the worst decision that Fargo's made so far in all of these games, if you ask me. Losing all of them Comanches, only 1 surviving, and he's lost all his Chinooks on that supply as well. Also got 1 low over here. So yeah, that decision from Fargo is costing the game. He should have stayed here and fought the battle. Should have killed that, and he probably could have killed both of them and killed this whole area, vetted him up, and then go for Boyka's base. He probably could have won the game by doing that. Because he chose to go back, poor decision making from Fargo, and Boyka pulls it back 3-3. So we are going to go to the final game and just going to update the score. We've got 3-3. Units destroyed. Only small numbers again. A little bit of an advantage in the supplies collected from Boyka. Well played by Boyka. Pulls it back 3-3, and we're now on to the final game. Who's going to win? Okay, so final game, we've got air versus air. Air mirror, they have both chosen it, so let's see who's gonna win this one. Not that impressed with Boyka's air mirror from the air tournament. I do think this is a bad build order as well, going barracks, and I don't like doing it barracks first unless you're gonna use it defensive. I don't like it being aggressive. Some players like Size do it occasionally, but personally I don't like it. I prefer just to make 2 airfields, or 1 airfield and 1 defensive barracks. I don't like to do the aggressive missile defenders. But let's see what both of these players can do. Boyka killing the drone. He scanned in his base and killed the drone. Building a airfield there. Getting 2 Chinooks there. He has only oh, he's done 4, so that means he can't build another Chinook there. 5 actually. Fargo. This is weird. No airfield from Fargo. And now he's doing loads of ranges. No airfield from Fargo. This is strange. Very strange mirror indeed. Going to be dropped off. Missile defenders. Fargo not paying attention. Probably going to lose that Chinook. Airfield now being established late from Fargo. And on this top right side, we're going to see Fargo's drop. Going to kill Boyka's Comanche. Sorry, Chinook. It's going to go down. Ranger's going to chase off those for Fargo. And there's only 2 missile defenders in there. Not going to cause too much damage. You need minimum 3 to be causing some serious damage to Air Force. Fargo is going to drop off his missile defenders again, but Boyka is only collecting with 2 Chinooks. Mind you, so is Fargo at the moment. Fargo's actually losing. Ooh, Fargo's actually lost all of his Chinooks now, bar 1. Fargo is killing the Raptor though, also killing the Chinook. Very bad micro from Boyka. Boyka's now only on 1 Chinook. It's very weird from both players. Fargo now clearing all the missile defenders out of his base, and he's on 3 Chinooks versus Boyka's. Also, he's on 2 actually. But he's not collecting with 1 of them. He's only collecting with 1. He's back on 3 now. This is a very close game, and this game decides who gets knocked out and who proceeds. So it's no pressure at all. So missile defenders are getting taken out very slowly. Fargo is now going to re-establish his airfield, or finish it off rather. Boyka, is he going to produce another Raptor, and is he going to lose it to these missile defenders? These missile defenders have been causing major problems to Boyka. Boyka needs to split up these ranges and probably even build a few more ranges. These are causing some serious problems. Is Boyka going to make a Raptor? He is making a Raptor now. You can see the animation there. Fargo's now on 2nd airfield incoming. Boyka's only collecting on 1 supply currently. Rather than collecting with loads of Chinooks here, should send some to the middle to collect from the middle crates. It's more efficient, more faster supplies in your bank. Boyka's now coming in with a Raptor, and he is going to hit the Chinook. 1 Chinook going down for Fargo, so now he's back to 3. Missile defenders are slowly going to get cleaned up. I'll just put these on guard mode and just leave them, to be honest. It's too much hassle with micro. Only 1 of them is not going to cause enough damage. Fargo taking out 1 of his own Chinooks. From Boyka, I mean. Fargo sending some rangers forward. He's going to get the capture upgrade, because he has got the barracks, so he's going to get the capture upgrade. So now it's turning into more of a proper air mirror. We've got a Raptor coming in. Going to kill the dozer of Boyka, which was producing the 2nd airfield for him. Going to see Ranger versus 2 Rangers. I can hear Fargo is now capturing the oils. Boyka killing 1 of them, but there is another one. Boyka's power now going down too, and Fargo taking both of the oils. 3rd airfield going up. Fargo's now on 5 Chinooks just for the extra bit of protection from the point defense lasers. Boyka is collecting. He's on 5 Chinooks as well, but he's only on 1 airfield, on 1 Raptor. Oh, sorry, 2 Raptors. He has managed to deny that from. Looks like he's split up his missiles. Very nice. Fargo is on 1 oil, and a lot more Raptors out. Boyka's on no power, so it's going to be very slow production. He's also got no radar, so he's in the dark. Fargo managing to take out the scaffold there. Boyka not being able to defend it. This is looking very, very bad and very scary for Boyka. I think Boyka might be going out of the tournament. Got Boyka's supply has now been taken out, so now Boyka's on 1 supply. It only takes 3 Raptors to kill the supplies, and Fargo is really taking over this map. He now has 1 oil and 3 supplies. He's got 3 airfields. Boyka managing to take out another Raptor there. I think he's doing too little too late. Another supply probably going to go down there for Boyka, and that's Boyka now on no supplies. And he doesn't have enough money to produce another one. He has to finish that power. He can cancel the airfield, but he's going to lose a dozer. Now he's probably lost the game just based on that. He's going to build another dozer, but I really think he's out. He's having a real hard time beating Fargo in this matchup. Fargo now circling with 4 Raptors. Boyka flying in with 3, but Boyka is probably spoiled for choice. What does he want to attack? There is so much. 3 Raptors cannot kill an airfield, even if one is on a vet one. I'm pretty sure it can't. See, that is going to survive. Pretty bad attack from Boyka. Boyka needs to really work on his air mirror. He's got plenty of Chinooks guarding his command center. He doesn't want to lose, but he's really just biding time. Boyka is, I'm afraid, going out of the tournament, and Fargo is going to proceed. Boyka is really dragging the game out. And GG. All of them Chinooks going down. Fargo goes through with a 4-3. Very close games. I told you these were going to be 50-50. I do feel for Boyka a bit because he had like 3 or 4 times he had China. But in the games where it was kind of balanced, Boyka just wasn't up to speed. And Fargo ultimately goes through to the next round. So 4-3 to Fargo. He collected loads more supplies there and killed quite a few more units. So yeah, GG. Fargo goes through to round 3, which is the quarterfinals. And yeah, I can't remember who he's playing, but I'm sure it's going to be some good games. So GG, cheers for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.